lesson we're going to look at types of data. Okay, now data we get given to us every day. All right, they're like it could be like football scores, it could be the weather, it could be if there's a pandemic outside, you know, how are we going with rates of infection and things like that. And we need to distinguish between different types of data. So that's what this lesson is. It should be pretty straightforward. And let's just get into it. All right, so there's the data fits into two main pieces of data. One of them is categorical. Okay, so categorical is, as the name suggests, categories. All right. So, for example, we can say, "What is your favorite color?" Okay. All right, so that is a category, okay, because we haven't got a number involved. It's not a scale or anything, and you can say red or you can say blue and stuff like that. Now, is it ordered or distinct? So categories fall into two different things, and I'll do a different one here. What grade did you get in your report? Okay, that's a category as well, because you can get A, B, C, D, or E. Okay, the difference between both of these is that this one is ordered, all right, because there's an order to it. Okay, we all want to get, if I get a B, I want to get an A next time, or if I get a D, I want to get a C next time, because we're trying to go really good. Another one that's ordered is like, you know, you get surveys and you like, it's sort of like go low, medium, high. See how there's no numbers involved, but there is an order to those categories, all right? But with this one, this is just distinct. Okay, so it's a categorical one because it's a category, but it says, what is your favorite color? It doesn't matter, you know, whether you like blue or red. It's not like one's greater than the other. Okay, so just with that, or what is your favorite animal? That's also categorical and it's also distinct, all right? Because you're going to answer with like a tiger or a horse or a dog and stuff like that. There's no order to it, whilst A, B, C, D down here and low, medium, high have some sort of order, okay? Now there's a second type of data and it's called numerical, all right? So numerical is anything that gives you an answer that's a number. So for example, how old are you? You're not going to say pink, okay? You'll say, I don't know, 13, all right? So another one that you can say that will give you an answer, how fast did you run 100 meters? Okay, that will give you a number, all right? If you get anything like 12.86 seconds, you're going to get some, it means you're running really, really fast. Now, these also numerical ones, just like categorical ones, can be split up into two different ones. Now, the first one is discrete, right? And the reason why it's discrete is because you get a whole number. Okay, I know that some people say they're 13.5 or 12.5, but essentially you've got one number. Another way is accounting numbers, like how many students are there in class. So I'll put that here. How many students are there in class? Okay, that's discrete also. because we're going to say, I don't know, 25, okay? We don't say 25.5, or we don't say 24.7. There's a certain amount of numbers, all right? So discrete is anything that you have a whole number, and sometimes they're called counting numbers. Now, continuous ones are ones that have a decimal point, all right? Whenever you've got a decimal point and you don't have a whole number, that's continuous. So often height is that, depending on how you do it. So height, whenever you time something, like you're getting some sort of decimal places and stuff. But whenever you've got a decimal point, you've got something that's continuous, because it's not fixed. All right, let's do these examples. It goes, if you want to do it before I do, pause it, and then we'll have a go, okay? Explain if the following are numerical. And then I've got the two categories, discrete or continuous, or categorical, and I've got the two ones, ordered or distinct, okay? The age of a student, we did this. This is numerical. And it's also distinct. Discrete, sorry. Because it's a whole number, all right? I'm going to go over this side now. A student's favourite colour, well, that's categorical. And it's distinct, because there's no order to it, all right? So there's no order to this one, all right? What about the grade you get for maths in your report? Well, that's a category as well, because you're going to get A, B, C, D, or E. But it actually is ordered, because there's an order to it, all right? A means something, B means something, C means something, all right? How fast a student can run the 400-metre race? Well, that's going to be a time, so the answer is going to be a number, so it's numerical. And it's continuous, because it will have a decimal point, all right? Or it could have a decimal point, because you don't always, but there's no sort of you can't say it has to be 43 seconds or 42 seconds. There's no, if you're running those ones, you're running really, really fast, by the way. What you have for breakfast, all right? So I have avocado on toast. You might have Cocoa Pops or Wheat Bix. That's a category, all right? So it's categorical, and it's distinct. And the reason for that is that there's no order to it. I like avocado on toast. You might like bacon and eggs. That's just taste. There's no order to it, all right? How many Wheat Bix you can eat, all right? Ooh, that's definitely numerical. And normally we say that this one is discrete, because you don't normally say I ate 3.5, although I will know that some people will disagree with me. So depending on how you ask the question, will be either discrete or continuous, but I think for most times it will be discrete, because it has to be a whole number. All right, so that's the end of that lesson. Hope it makes sense. Peace out.